Man, look, hey, y'all, what's going on? I am in the building looking young, but y'all know I'm old. So I had to put something on with Cowboys on. I ain't got my shirt on. I don't have a jersey on, so I had to put my little hat on. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Big Time Show podcast that is being seen and heard live right now as we speak on Podbean. That is being seen and heard on Facebook and heard and seen live on Twitter and YouTube here on the Spotlight Sports Network channel and the Big Time Show YouTube channel as well. I am on Twitch. I'm on Telegram. I just tried that out, y'all. I don't know what it's gonna do, but I'm on it. I'm live. I think I'm live there right now. I don't know. They say I'm on, but I don't know. I'm on. What's going on, everybody? I haven't been with you this week. I am well aware that training camp is going on. I know it is alive and well, and most of you guys already know probably a little bit more than I do. Well, I ain't gonna say that. Let me. I'm not gonna say that. I know what's going on, and I'm here to talk about it a little bit. All my brothers who have done an outstanding job. Um, West Coast, who is at training camp. Law Nation, Law is there. I've seen Boss with West Coast. I've seen them talk it out. Talking about things. It's nothing like being there. So that way you can, say whatever it is that need to be said, and talk about it. So the brothers have been working incredibly hard, trying to cover everything. And I think they've done an outstanding job as far as what's going on. I'm trying to bring some music, but I don't even like that. But I'm about to go with it. But everybody that has had something to say, I ain't said nothing yet. So I'm gonna go and say it today. So I can go and say it. Y'all know what I'm talking about already. You know what I'm talking about because you seen the title. You seen the title. Oh, and by the way, for those that are watching, if you would you share? If you would, I would appreciate if you would share with whoever. If you're associated with a cowboy group, why don't you share that? Help your boy out. You don't mind. Those of you that are on Podbean, why don't you share as well? I'm going to come speak to everybody in just a second for those who are here. I don't see nobody in the chat box though. Ain't nobody said nothing. Really? Oh, okay. Y'all want to be funny with me. Don't worry about it. I'll see. Tyler, what's up? What's up? Spotlight Sports. Cedric Morris, I see you. You slapped in here. Okay. Come on, say hello to me so I know that my chat stuff is working. Coach Breed Love. Hey man. Coach Breed Love is there. There it is. Coach Breed Love. What's up? I see you. Hey, dang, yeah, Pie. Pie is on here. What's going on? I see everybody, a few people here. Let me see who's on Podbean real quick. What's up? What's up? I got Spotlight Raider Talk. What's up? From my brothers on the Spotlight Sports Network. Listen, let's go ahead and just talk about it. Because, ladies and gentlemen, let me say this: after all what you done seen, okay, let's go back since I hadn't said anything. You heard Jerry Jones. Cedric said, "Am I about to say we going to Super Bowl?" No, I'm not. I'm not about to do it. Oh, coach, you football heaven right now. You going to work. I see you over there in South Carolina. What's up? What's up, kid in the building? What's going on? Appreciate everybody popping on. Listen, coach, I know you tired. You just did your second or two of days. I remember those days. Oh my God. That's awesome. Said no, I'm not to say we're going to Super Bowl. I am going to talk about the Super Bowl. but I ain't talking. They say we going. That ain't y'all know by now. That's not how I roll. So you just trying to be funny anyway. See, and I already know what you trying to do because you're a hater in the first place. You know you're a 49er fan, so I already know. Listen, y'all. Jerry does his usual press conference. A little optimism as he always try to sell the hope. Stephen Jones talks about the young kids and how you want the young kids to step up and how he not, how much he say the roster looks good. You know, his roster is fine and don't believe in spending money, want to give all the young guys a chance and don't think that we need to improve no more. Hey, what's up? Cedric Scott, I see you. Don't want to spend the money on no free agents, the Anthony Barrs of the world, the Bobby Wagners of the world, the Von Millers of the world. He said he don't want to do that. We got our young talent, we gonna roll. We heard that. We talked about it here, talked about the salary cap and all that kind of stuff. The usual stuff, like that. And I heard Coach McCarthy and optimism and can't wait to work with the guys and all that kind of stuff. And and somebody asked him about running the ball, and he says we got to run the ball, we got to be physical, we got to be disciplined. And I just push him off anyway because he don't call no plays anyway. So I stopped listening to Mike McCarthy. So he started talking. You ain't got no control. You don't do nothing with the offense. All you do is wear headphones like I'm wearing right now. You don't do nothing. You don't interject yourself. You don't play call. You may say, hey, we need to run ball more, but you don't interrupt it and say, hey, no, we're not passing, run it. You don't do that. So I'll stop listening to him anyway. Then you hit all the talk by Dak Prescott. Oh, he looks incredible. He's lost weight. He's rolling out good. It's a year since the surgery. He's looking fine, and he's rolling out. I even heard yesterday that he had some extra zip on the ball because he's been working his mechanics. He's been working his mechanics all year and all that kind of stuff. And he got some real zip on the ball and all that kind of stuff. I said, oh, okay, fine. What, that'll help a little bit. Thank God for that. Okay, well, same stuff every year. Okay, I heard that. And I see Zeke Elliott. Zeke Elliott doing all that hopping and doing all them running back real same thing he did last year. And then, of course, he gets hurt. And, he still get his 1,000 yards off a bum knee, but I've seen all that before. We got CeeDee Lamb. Everybody saying he looking incredible. Incredible. CeeDee looking like every bit the number one receiver that many of us think that he is. So you got that part. Then y'all got excited yesterday about TJ Vasher jumping up from the heavens and getting a one-handed grab and saying, oh my God, he can make this team as a red zone target. That's what some of y'all saying, all that kind of stuff. And, TJ Vasher was there last year, didn't even see the field. He jumped the same way. He hopped off one leg. I mean, come on. He does the same thing. Everybody getting hype. Everybody getting excited. TJ Vasher, that's what we need. He was there last year. They didn't give it to him last year. You know what I'm saying? See, y'all know, y'all come here with me. Y'all know the real gonna come out. You're gonna get all that done. TJ Vasher out here on defense, and Anthony Brown, as I told y'all on the last show, was gonna have to step up because he got Kelvin Joseph bringing down his neck. Boss man fat. What has Anthony Brown done? Everybody say Anthony Brown having the best camp of his life so far. He's picking balls off. He going crazy. He making all kind of plays. Why? Because he know that Kelvin Joseph is on there. I like that part because they got to sooner or later turn it over to him. And the Brown is saying, wait a minute, before you do now, let me show y'all what that last year was a good year for me. I'm building. I'm ready to rock. So he having a good thing. Here, Michael Parsons is running fast. That ain't nothing new. We knew Michael Parsons was fast. We know he was extra fast. He dropped a few pounds. And Michael Parsons. No, I ain't got no hateration yet, Coach. Just stay with me yet. Just stay with me. I'm going somewhere. Stay with me, Coach Breedlove. I'm going somewhere. We heard all that. Diggs making plays. Well, I mean, no surprise. You know, Dan Quinn is there. We know the defense is gonna be ready. We hear the defense is locking down the offense, killing them in scrimmage. There ain't no surprise. Lost Amari Cooper. You know, we don't have Gallup. Dak trying to figure out the guys. Defense should be solid. That ain't nothing new. Ladies and gentlemen, here's my point. Believe it or not, I'll be done after this. All this stuff is once again another year of the same story. Can Kellen Moore drive the car? That's all I got for y'all today. I see that's what it's gonna boil down to. You got all the weapons, just like you had last year, just like you had the year before. Got all the weapons. Got all pros on your offensive line. Got a considered a great running back. Got great receivers. You know, you had Cooper, Lamb, Gallup. I mean, you had all that before, and you still couldn't drive. Gotta. Yeah, exactly. You got all the weapons in the world. This ain't nothing new. And everybody getting excited. Look, I don't want to do it to y'all this year. I'm just calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Until you, because see, I already know about me. Until you see that Kellen Moore is going to run, you know, everybody getting excited about Dak. Oh my God, he got extra zip on the ball. Oh my God, he passing the ball like crazy. Man, I don't care. I don't want to see Dak Prescott pass the ball 50 times a game. I don't want to see that. I could care less if he's throwing the ball with 90 miles an hour like a fast. I don't care. I don't want to see him throw the ball 50 times a game. If he's throwing 50 like he always does, let me put that in. If he's throwing it 40 plus times a game like he always does, because Kellen Moore don't run the ball. If he does that again, it's not gonna be good for us. Oh, I understand we down 20-0 and down 28-3. I get it, then. I understand. But where's our identity? Everybody got question marks about our lines right now. Everybody got question marks. Yeah, they do. Y'all got questions about it. We just don't know. I don't know what the identity of our offense gonna be. I know what y'all want it to be, but I don't know it. I don't know if they're gonna, I don't know what Kellen Moore gonna do. All I know is he has weapons and does not know what to do with them. Y'all hype about CD Lamb. Yeah, Amari Cooper last year. Didn't get him the ball. Yeah, Dez Bryant. Well, I ain't gonna say that because he wasn't offense coordinator. I don't want to put that on. What's up, normal guy? I don't know who you are, but I appreciate you popping in. You got all of these guys, and you still didn't get him the ball. Huh? You got Kellen Moore. We've been begging for him to run the ball for the last 2-3 years. We just started asking him now. We've been asking this question for 2 or 3 years. For him to run the ball. He still ain't figured that out yet. I want to know why y'all so hyped. I got to see it first. I'm sorry. We need to get Tony Pollard the ball. We've been saying that for the last 3 years. The coaching staff said it. Yet when you look at the box score, Tony Pollard only had about 3-4 carries. This ain't just started. This has been going on for a couple years now. And now all of a sudden, y'all really believe that Kellen Moore got it now? Really? Really? Y'all do? I'm sorry if I'm busting the bubble in y'all down. I'm trying to get y'all to see it. I hate for y'all to get all excited. While everybody watching everybody at training camp and everybody talking about it. I'm not getting excited. I'm sorry. I done been down this road too many times, too many years. I done seen it happen way too many times. I'm not I'm not going to get excited. I'm cheering for my boys. Don't get me wrong now. I can't wait to see them. And I'm not going to find all this out until, week 1. I don't care about the preseason. I can care less. I saw Tyler Smith, who looks good. Tyler Smith deserves a lot of credit. What's up, Coach Price? I see you. Tyler Smith looks incredible. But I got questions. I do. I don't know how all that weight he done lost. Did he lose his strength with it? I don't know. I'm quite sure he's a little bit more agile. That's good. But see, I saw the tape when he was bulldozing folks. That's because he was pretty, he had a nice size on him. He looked like a wide receiver almost. I mean, he lost a lot of weight. I mean, I know he's still over 300 pounds, but I'm talking about he don't look like he did when he got drafted. And that's cool. I just don't know. I don't know. You don't know either, but y'all think y'all know. So I ain't gonna even come against y'all. I'm just telling you, I got to see this stuff. Can Kellen Moore drive the car? Y'all can get excited about all these position players. You can get excited about TJ Vasher jumping up with one hand, catch the ball. This dude, he could do that last year. He ain't getting no games. Y'all see him jump up one time, go grab it out there, which was a great catch yesterday. I'm not knocking TJ. He's a great catch. He go get the ball fine. But is Kellen Moore going to even put him in the game? Hello? So you got the weapons everywhere, even with Cooper gone. See, I'm sorry. I apologize. Y'all can say I'm whatever. Faith work in the church. I'm sorry. It don't work in football. You got to go there and put a hat on somebody. You got to go through it. And if you don't have the coordinator that can cook this meal, I don't care if you got an all-pro at every position. If you don't have the right cook in the kitchen, you will make an all-pro team look like they're about to draft in the first 5 picks in the draft next year. That's how important a play caller, an offensive coordinator is. So while y'all getting all hype about Dak losing weight and Dak got zip on the ball and Ezekiel Elliott is fresh and Tony Pollard is fast, they was all that last year. He didn't know how to drive the car. The year before, he didn't know how to drive the car. It's like having a Corvette. It's like having a Corvette there. And you get your keys and you about to go crank up your car, your Corvette. You use your keys, you crank it up. Only to find out that the car ain't got no engine. Yeah. That is what I'm saying. That's what I believe how Kellen Moore is. He got the prettiest car. He had a pretty car last year. Look at all that talent we had last year. Think about it. Look at all that talent. And it is as simple to say this. Reason why I know, okay, I don't care what y'all say. Give Sean McVay, the coach of the Rams, that offense we had last year. Watch what happened. But why? He know what to do. And some of y'all saying, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. I appreciate you, Coach Breedlove. Appreciate you. I know what some of y'all saying. Some of y'all saying, but he had the number 1 offense in the league. And you're not wrong. He did. But at the crucial times, you get in the red zone. Why on first down and goal from the 2-yard line? Why you in shotguns? Supposed to have this offensive line. Second down and goal from the 2-yard line. Why you still in shotgun? Passing. First down, pass. Second down, pass. Third and goal from the 3-yard line. Pass. You ain't tried to use the line. You ain't tried to run the ball. Look at the box score, Zeke Elliott. He said, "Oh, he's a great back." That's what everybody said. Oh, he said the same thing last year, but when you look at the box score, you don't carry the ball 12 times. We need to get Tony Pollard the ball. We got to get it to him. He's obviously a playmaker. He's dynamic. He's elusive. He can make a play. He can go ahead. He can move. He can do all that. They had that all last year. Then you look at the box score, Tony Pollard only got 4 carries. That's what it was in the playoff game. But just for the week, we got to get Tony Pollard the ball. He's a difference maker. But you only gave him the ball 4 times. This is the same Kellen Moore, y'all. I don't know why y'all getting all look now. Y'all need to calm down. We set this thing up every year, and we still getting the same results. He's a pass happy offensive coordinator. Y'all think we gonna line up in 12 personnel? Y'all think we gonna run the ball down people's throat 30 times a game? Y'all think between Pollard, Ezekiel Elliott, and probably Rico Dow, y'all probably think we're gonna run the ball 30 times a game, and y'all really believe Kellen Moore is gonna do that? Really? I mean, what is his track record show? I mean, even what does his track record show? He pass happy. Everybody know that. Y'all don't want to say nothing, but it's just the truth. He's pass happy. And so I can't get hyped. Now, I'm hyped about the defense. See what I'm saying? I got full confidence in Dan Quinn. Our defense going to be lights out this year. I believe that. And he's able to make the adjustments. He's able to turn things around quickly. Saw what he did before we got here. Mike Dolan had the defense, had him last in the league. Dan Quinn comes in the top 15. Just that quick. That's the difference between having a real game caller and then somebody just filling in the position. And don't get me wrong, Kellen Moore is not trash. He's not. But he ain't what y'all thinking he is. We are truly in a position after hearing Jerry Jones this week, after hearing Stephen Jones this week. We're in the same position that I've said so many times over the last couple of years. All you gotta do is pull up my shows from last year. I was saying exactly what I gotta say now. We are truly in a position where the talent level has to override bad coaching and bad front office management. That's where we are. And we got to hope that this talent overrides Kellen Moore's coaching or play calling, I'm sorry, the lack of whatever for Coach McCarthy. That's where we are. We better hope Dak is ready. Because, see, I'm not knocking Dak at all because Dak is a perfect, good quarterback, no doubt about it. And we're going to find out again how good he is because I don't trust Kellen Moore. I'm still going to say Dak Prescott is going to throw the ball 38-plus times a game. I'm still going to say Ezekiel Elliott is not going to have no more than 16 carries a game. And I'm on that note, and somebody said, well, if he got 16 and Tony Pollard got 10 carries, we're good. No, it ain't going to happen. Tony Pollard's not going to get the ball like that. Look, Kellen Moore been knowing about Tony Pollard. He practiced with him every day. And you going to tell me this is all he get? This is all? 4 carries? You practice with, you said we got to give him the ball. He's dynamic, but, you don't give him the ball. This is the same Kellen Moore. I can't get hype, y'all. I'm sorry. I know y'all hype about Tranker. I know we happy football back. I look, get happy about this defense. Get happy about the defense. I'm in the boat with you. But I'm not getting hype about the offense until I see it. Okay, let's fast forward, everybody. Week 1. Tampa. Y'all know what's going on in Tampa. They just lost their center. Okay. They just lost his center. Hope hope it ain't bad, but it's looking like he's gonna be gone. They already lost their guard. I think they lost a tackle. They lost Gronk. They lost a whole lot of blocking. It ain't hard for me to figure out what got to happen week 1. We got to pressure Brady up the middle. He lost his center. There's going to be a bag of center there. He lost a guard, whatever that guard, whichever side. We need to be bringing pressure from that center and guard, whether it's right or left guard. Bring the blitz up the middle, which we know Brady don't like. You can't leave him stationary. You got to get him moving. He's not as accurate. It's not hard to figure out what the defense got to do. Dan Quinn will have that covered. But can Kellen Moore match Todd Bowles, though? And to be fair to Kellen, the answer to that question probably is yes, because he did put up 35 last year. I think whatever it was in the game week 1 with Tampa. We can score. We can score. I had to be fair to Kellen on that. Okay, so let's fast forward to week 1. I ain't worried about the preseason. Just pray to God our guys don't get hurt. That's the only thing I'm worried about preseason. Injuries. That's the only thing I'm worried about. I'm worried about that training camp. We ain't put the pads on yet. Pads coming on. And we got scrimmages. I think Coach McCarthy said against Denver coming up. It's going to be physical. Them same guy, that same Denver team that beat our brains out in Dallas last year will be some of the same guys. Of course, they got Russell Wilson now. That changes everything. So you got Russell Wilson now. Pray that we don't have any injuries. That's what I'm hoping for. When week 1 comes, we'll see about Kellen Moore then. I don't believe in him. You can, that's fine. I'm not knocking you. I don't believe in him. I believe he's going to throw the ball the same way he did last year. I believe week 1, Dak going to throw the ball 50 times. And we're going to be doing the same thing. And then y'all going to look at me and I'll be saying, I told y'all. I don't know why y'all trusting him. Y'all getting hype, but y'all done forgot. See? Y'all don't forget. Y'all hoping that hoping. Y'all know who Kellen Moore is. You know who he is. He is the key ingredient for this upcoming season for so many different ways. The offense can help the defense out by simply staying on the field, getting them guys some rest. Coach McCarthy, at least in Cowboy land and in some of the media land, believe that his job is on the line. So his job is in the hands of Kellen Moore, essentially, and Dan Quinn. That's what's going on. Kellen Moore got a whole lot of stuff. If there's a new coach come in, chances are Kellen Moore won't be in Dallas no more. He got a lot going on. He got to bring it this year. And he does not have the offensive roster that he had on last year. Hooper is gone. Cedric Wilson is gone. Connor Williams, hey, whether you like him or not, he gone. Brand new guys. So, everybody was upset with Kellen Moore last year. Everybody. If you weren't, something wrong with you. Everybody knew that Kellen Moore was mediocre at times. Let's just say it like that. You can't have all this firepower and then be playing like you try. You just can't do this. You can't. You can't have this type of weaponry like he did last year and play like you're a 7-9 football team. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not hyped, y'all. Sorry. Exactly. You talking about the Chiefs game? What about the Denver game? You know what I'm saying? What about the Raider game? What about the San Francisco 49er playoff game? And the game wasn't even a blowout. But you pass happy. He's pass happy, y'all. Y'all know this. I don't know why y'all everybody talking about it. Here we gotta run the ball. They said the same thing last year. That's how they turned out. Just because Ezekiel Elliott needs a little messed up, you still had the offensive line. Just because Zeke got the game or you can tell he's a little injured, that don't mean that you got to pass the ball nonstop. Good God, I understand we had Lamb and Cooper and Schultz and Gallup at the end. I get it, but that don't mean you abandoned number 21 back there. 10, 11 times a game. Come on now. Pollard back. Come on. 3, 4 carries a game. No passes out the backfield. I can't, y'all. Now y'all can jump on. Y'all look. I'll catch up. I'll catch up. I promise you. If there you go, Karan, you're beating up on the bad teams and can't show up against the good teams. See, all this is what this all describes Kellen Moore. Beating up the bad teams, can't show up against the good teams. What you say? We about to find out. Coming out the gate. Tampa, Cincinnati. We about to find out. If he does what most people think he ought to do, then I'll catch up and I'll say, hey, y'all, hold up, don't pull off yet. Big time need to catch up on. I'll get on the caboose. But right now, I'm standing on the sideline because I don't believe in Kellen Moore because I've seen enough. I know his pattern. I know what he like to do. I know how he calls plays. I know he like to pass the ball way more than he likes to run the ball. And I just don't believe he done had a change of philosophy. Not to that point. I saw it happen with the Cowboys, especially that one year. Scott Linehan was the offensive coordinator. He would pass happy too. Give it to Romo. Let Romo do it all. And then that 1 year, he changed his philosophy and ran DeMarco Murray into the ground. Ran him into the ground. And it was Tony Romo's best year. Because we ran the ball so well. The offensive line was so dominant. The offensive line, it was lighting it up. And I saw Scott Linehan change the way he really plays. And I saw it for that 1 year. That's really all y'all hoping for. They have a Scott Linehan moment. That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're hoping for. Because I know what Keller. I just itch in my mind. I know Dak Prescott is gonna throw the ball almost 50 times a game. And we're not gonna win like that. I don't care who their receiver. We're not gonna win like that. You got to have balance. Consistent balance. Let me say it like that. Consistent balance. We have to have it. If we don't have it, we're gonna be in trouble. All right? We are. We're gonna be in big trouble. Again. And this time it's gonna cost people jobs. And we'll be getting ready. We'll be on this podcast about another after February, maybe in March. If things go like I'm talking about, then when we'll be on this podcast talking about who we want to be our next coach. A lot of y'all gonna be screaming the name Gary Payton and all that kind of stuff. Sean Payton. I'm sorry. That's what it's gonna be like if this same formula. Dak throwing the ball 50 times a game. Zeke Elliott getting the ball 12 times a game. Pollard getting the ball 3 times a game. If that's going to be the formula again, we might as well start getting ready. We'll be talking about who's going to be the next coach, who's going to be our next offensive coordinator, all that kind of stuff. We're going to be saying is Dan Quinn going to take over the job. That's what's going to happen. Dan Quinn versus Sean Payton. That's what we're going to be talking about. In March, if this is the way we're gonna play football, Dan Quinn is gonna lead this team to a top 5 defense. They're gonna want him everywhere. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna have interviews lined up. And if Coach McCarthy is gone, Jerry Jones is gonna come out to Dan Quinn, and he's gonna be our next head coach, or unless, of course, you know, well, it ain't gonna never be Sean Payton, but Sean Payton gonna want power that Jerry not gonna give up. It'll never be Sean Payton. Never. Sean Payton wants it. Jerry ain't gonna give it up. So it'll probably be Dan Quinn. I'm already fast forward because you know, 1 week at a time. 1 week at a time. So I'm waiting on week 1. I could care less about what y'all seeing in training camp. As far as big plays on offense goes, I could care less. Because half the guys that making the plays, they made the play last year, didn't make the team. See, the Cowboys have another problem too, and I'm gonna be done. It's called the word loyalty. Okay? Loyalty. It's loyalty. Like, for instance, y'all saw what TJ Vasher did. Okay, y'all saw the great catch. They say you're having a great camp and all that kind of stuff. Okay. You may be out playing, let's just say James Washington. I'm just throwing it out. Let's just say TJ Vasher is out playing James Washington, but you signed James Washington to, a little deal and all that kind of stuff. Are you going, if you know TJ Vasher is playing better than James Washington, are you going to move him above James Washington in the depth chart? Or are you going to be loyal to the contract that you paid? See, that's another thing I don't know about the Cowboys. Well, I know about it, that's why I'm asking. Are you going to be loyal to whatever your head thinking? We paid. Okay, let me throw you another one. Okay, Dalton Schultz is playing on the franchise tag. Okay, if Jake Ferguson, the kid that came out of Wisconsin, is playing, blocking better, a threat on at the tight end position that Schultz may not be, are you gonna let this dude play? I even throw another one for y'all. Rico Dowd. I like him as a running back. Are you gonna allow him to get the ball more? Are you gonna put Tony Pollard in the slot? Just because Tony Pollard contract up, are you gonna after the contract up after this year? Are you gonna be loyal to making sure he get the ball if Rico Dowd is playing just a little bit better from the running back position? I'm just telling y'all, this kind of stuff I'm talking about. Is Anthony Brown playing so well in camp like he is that you're gonna dismiss the thought of or the lust of having boss man Fat as your second corner if Anthony Brown is playing great? Are you gonna be loyal to the second round pick? Or are you gonna give the job to the person that's playing better on the grass? See the reason why I'm saying that, because we saw Jason Witten here who couldn't get past nobody. Yeah, he caught the ball. But you had Schultz back there playing like this all the time. But you were loyal to Jason Witten. So you let him play. Till he couldn't play no more. See, I don't know what we're gonna do. I know what Dan Quinn gonna do. But I don't know nothing. I just don't have the confidence, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if y'all don't like it today, but that's just the truth. All right. I'm done. I'm tired now. Online open. There it is, all down there. 901-654. I don't even remember the number. There it is. 6853. It's right there for you. Before I do that, let me set it up first. Don't call yet. If you're about to call on Facebook or whatever. I'm coming to Podbean in a second, so somebody may be there as well. Let me set this up. Forgive me for being raggedy here, but all right, I'm set up. If anybody want to call in, you can call in now. Let me go to Podbean. Let's see. Podbean, the line is open for those that want to come in. I'm looking at it now. You can come in. I don't know what you guys think about it. The guys are working hard. Obviously, guys are trying to make a team. I was very happy with the USFL MVP who signed a 3-year deal He's gonna make the team. No doubt about that. He will do well for special teams for us. Obviously, as a returner, I guarantee you that's probably gonna be his contribution to the team. That eliminates CD Lamb, for the majority of the time, lining up at least in punt return. This kid is special. I like him from the USFL. I believe he's gonna do a great job for us. If we give him the ball, but I like that part. I'm not sure about Tyler. We ain't gonna know nothing about Tyler Smith. Are y'all getting excited? How he done lost weight? We won't know nothing about Tyler Smith until they start hitting folks. That's when we'll know what Tyler Smith is. Everybody is an All-American in shorts. First team All-Pros in shorts. Everybody is. Catch the ball, don't drop the ball, in shorts. It's pad time now. Okay. I see you, Coach Fresh. Okay. Go ahead and hit it again, Coach. I'm sorry. I was looking at Facebook. Go ahead and call it again. I'm looking now. Let me see. There it is. I see you. All right. Let me get you off here. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe my coach is here. Let's see if you're there. Coach, you there? You there, Coach?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Come on.
Hey, man. How you doing, man? I'm just as pessimistic as you is about Kellen Moore. The more I listen to Mike McCarthy,
the
more I'm straddling the fence on him, really big time. I can't really take much out of this. The practices that I've been seeing lately, because it's just a glorified 7-on-7 right now. But I do think the defense is playing much faster, much more in like they've been together for a year and like they really know each other and know what's going on.
Oh yeah, so they're ready, Coach. They ready, Coach. They ready to play right now.
Yeah, they're ready to play right. But like I said, we won't know anything until we get the pads on. I sent some to you. I sent some in the chat. And I don't know if you got a chance to listen to the interview that Nate Newton had on 105.3. I put it in the chat.
Yeah, I checked it out. Ago. I checked it out,
and he made some very interesting things. If you picked up on that, he was really adamant about this physicality type thing. Even he had to come back to, because he said this thing is really bothering me. Let me illustrate he tried to illustrate what he was saying, and he wasn't talking about, he talked about what they used to do, but he said he's not saying that he wants guys that they're gonna do it the way they did it, but he did talk about saying there has to be some type of way that we incorporate some more physicality in our practices to be a physical team when it comes to the season.
Yeah.
I've been on this thing. Just been talking with y'all shows probably in the last year, but I've been on this thing, this physicality thing for talk about the Cowboys for many of years. But he also explained something, and this everybody say they don't want to hear from Coach, but they want, if they listen to that thing, listen to that interview. This is a 7-time Pro Bowler, guy that was in the trenches for 3 Super Bowl champions. He said this point right here: when you play the better teams, and there's dogs on both sides, and guys have accomplishments on both sides, and teams are playing well, all the tricks and all the other stuff kind of goes out the window, and it's really going to boil down to who is man enough to take in the physical battle on the field, because you're not going to trick people.
Never.
You're not gonna, people I think a lot of people say, well, you run the ball when they ain't got nobody in the box. They can't stop you if you run the ball. They got the safeties out. Or when they got the safeties up, you pass the ball, you'll be able to get a pass off. That's not always true because defenses play games with you to make you do certain things.
Yeah.
But if you have a will that you can line up and maybe in games or control games to get 3 to 4 yards when you want to, that is a demoralizing factor.
Yeah.
This is where I see Kellen Moore has a problem. I don't see the toughness in Kellen Moore, and I'm not saying that you got to be a tough guy to be an offensive coordinator, but I don't think he has cut his teeth enough to learn that technique because he hasn't been under guys that was tough mentality, physical type coaches.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So
even when he was playing, right. Same thing.
So you can't expect
there you go
him to have that mentality if he's not been around it and he hadn't had a chance to cut his teeth in a lot of situations.
Now you talking like me. So then, Coach, here's the $1 million question. Why are we expecting a bulldozer type running game when we have a obvious finesse coach, offensive coordinator? Why?
You know something? I'm not looking, and see, this is where I want to give him a little rope. I'm not looking for a bulldozer running game. Of course, if the running game is working, fine. But I do want this. I would love for him to see that the things that he want to do in the passing game will be much easier if he has a commitment to running the football.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's stop right there, Coach. Stop right there. Why are we expecting commitment from an offensive coordinator that has never shown commitment?
But this is a problem we have here, and I'm asking you a question. If we don't expect a commitment from him, we have a problem, and not in the offensive coordinator. We have a problem in the head coach.
There you go. Come on in. Here we go.
All right. So, because ultimately, the first person that's going to get let go
is the head coach.
Is the head coach. And there is not a very extensive shelf life for reemerging head coaches from the Dallas Cowboys. Actually, after you go through being a head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, your head coaching days is virtually over. I would like for somebody to name somebody that Jimmy Johnson left and went to Miami and did well. Bill Parcells left and went to Miami into the administration. But who else?
Okay, only person that had success, but not on a head coaching level. Wade Phillips did get a defensive coordinator job.
Yeah, but
that's it. Not head coaching. No, he ain't been a head coach since now.
Yeah, so that is a thing that I would be thinking about Mike McCarthy if he was talking about an exit plan.
Yeah.
And so, but again, that is the problem with the Cowboys. But listen, I'm gonna still say this problem goes farther than Kellen Moore. This problem goes to, and I'm gonna make some people mad. It goes to our fan base.
Okay.
Because we get so wrapped up in the 105.3 people and the Cowboys reporters and the Sports Illustrated and the ESPN and the CBS News Sports and the Fox Sports, because all of those people have built into the narrative of push passing game because we want to push excitement and we don't care about the wins or losses. We just want to have excitement and we want to be able to judge quarterbacks, regardless of whatever happens. We want to judge the guys that's getting paid the money, and that's the only way we can judge them if they always the one in front and center of the offense.
Yeah.
But this is the mentality of great quarterbacks and winners. Tom Brady, even though he has had ultimate records, but there were seasons and there have been games that he didn't give a hoot about if he threw for 300 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing he cared about was winning.
That's it.
So this is where I think I want Dak Prescott, and this is not, and I think people going to say this is slander against Dak. Dak is in the same position that I said Kellen Moore was in. Mm-hmm. He has not been around anyone to teach him another way in football about utilizing the running game and continuing being committed to it to make his job easier. Mm-hmm. He has only been trained and got his contract, and this guy is in his ear constantly. So if your offense coordinator is in your ear constantly, after a while you start developing the mentality of him.
That's right.
So this is where I say, when we get so wrapped up into this media, because let's look at all the articles these days talking about receivers, even the people who have been pushing the running game. We're still talking about getting other receivers because we don't think the other receivers are going to do well. Mm-hmm. Okay. I know they talking about CeeDee Lamb. They said Jefferson had a better year than CeeDee Lamb. There's a reason why Jefferson had a better year.
Yeah.
Know why? Because running Dalvin Cook the way that Minnesota ran made this receiving game much easier for Jefferson to do whatever he wanted to do.
Yeah.
Love him to death. He would probably tell you he's in the Hall of Fame because he had Emmitt Smith. And Emmitt Smith would probably tell you he's in the Hello?
Yeah, I'm there. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm here. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And Emmitt Smith would probably tell you he's in the Hall of Fame because of Michael Irvin.
Yes. No doubt about it.
We have enough talent to make the game easier for all of our stars.
Mm-hmm.
But this is something that when you have a young coach that may be wrapped up in the generation, what we call, I call the Generation X of football, that think you're going to be able to finesse it.
Yeah.
We show all these people be talking about the passing game as a dominant. Do you remember the run and shoot?
Of course. Warren Moon.
That was Warren Moon, the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Air Coryell?
Yeah, San Diego Chargers. Yes, sir.
So I'm not talking about no old school stuff. This was going on many years ago when these offenses were strictly pass, 4 or 5 wide receivers, fast play, and we want to talk about the athletes on defense wasn't as good, and they were spreading people out all over the field. But how many of those teams won championships?
No. All they got was just a whole bunch of guys that had big numbers and went to the Hall of Fame. That's it.
This comes down to the biggest thing as in football, as in society, when we feel like something is new under the sun, which is never nothing new under the sun.
Yeah.
So in football, Nate Newton was saying in his thing about with Tyler Smith, about this team and about the physicality of this team. Somewhere down the line in this training camp, we have to push this team hard physically so we will be ready defensively and offensively for this season. But if we try to cupcake it like we have been doing for years,
be a problem.
In the biggest moments, we're going to come up short.
Exactly. And that's real. You see, ladies and gentlemen, For those that are watching, and for those that are gonna watch this later, what you're hearing is two guys that love the Cowboys all their heart, but we're realistic. So we've seen enough. We've seen the resume of Kellen Moore. We've seen the resume of Coach McCarthy, and then we know the resume of the front office. And the way that I'm looking at it, Coach, I'm looking at the same program. I'm hearing Jerry Jones say the same thing. I'm hearing Steven Jones say the same thing. I'm hearing the same compliments about Dak Prescott. He looked better than ever. He got some extra zip on the ball. He's a great person. He's a great warrior. On and off the field, I'm hearing the same thing. And then I'm hearing and I see that Kellen Moore is still in place. And I'm trying to figure out, okay, ladies and gentlemen, if that is the case, why am I expecting something so different when I know I can tell you the players that Stephen Jones will not sign? Because I know his resume. I know what Jerry Jones is gonna say. I know Dak Prescott is gonna work his butt off to get better. I already know that. I know it's gonna happen. That ain't no surprise. But the Kellen, but coach, Kellen Moore is the person that is driving the car, and I'm still saying he don't know how to drive. That's all I'm saying. So I'm not expecting anything different. I'm not.
And this is not this is it this and I keep saying again, Big Show, I'm a firm believer that history repeats itself, and it can repeat itself in good ways, and it can repeat itself in a negative way if you don't realize and respect the history and study history. And know that studying history is not saying, oh, you old school. Is not that you study history to make yourself an old school. Is you study history so you don't be a new fool.
Yeah.
So this is why you go back and you look back. This team, to me, talent wise, and the youth on this team. I was around in the 90s and taking the lumps of the 1-15 team.
Yeah.
I watched a transformation of them I watched the playoff game that we lost to Detroit when this team finally got to the point and they won a playoff game, and then they lost to Detroit and they kind of got blowed out in the second half, and their defensive backs was playing bad. And Jimmy got in the interview before he left the field, and he said, we just wasn't ready in our secondary, but we will fix that. That's the exact words he said directly after the game before he even got off the field.
Yeah.
And I was watched them when they brought in everybody from Grambling State, from everybody that they could bring in, and they brought all of them and threw them against a wall. And they had a lot of undrafted and late round guys to make this team. That team was not built off of first round picks. Yeah. That team was built off of undrafted free agents, guys that changed positions, late round draft picks, and they had a multitude of talent. And people said in 1990, when they won the first Super Bowl, this was the youngest, most talented team in the NFL. And I see where Jerry and Will McClay have added to this roster a multitude of talent. Yeah. Just like you said about driving the car. The only thing that's missing from getting that to the point of getting it to the over the top and making it very, very dangerous is the person driving.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything else is the same. Great quarterback, young quarterback, great wide receiver.
Yeah.
Very good offensive line, two great running backs, a good tight end, a defense that's fast, got some stars, that's deep. It looks just like that. But do Mike McCarthy have the ability to hone his offensive coordinator in? And remember, Jimmy fired his offensive coordinator before he hired Norv Turner. And he brought Norv Turner in to give him a more physical aspect to the offense, and the Cowboys took off there. He didn't do it with the same offensive coordinator. He got to a point where he had to change offensive coordinators. Yeah. And they went on and they dominated for a 4-year stretch. The only thing that's missing from Jerry's team, and I know he knows how to build it, and that's why I think he sees the same stuff, but he's got to get the right driver and the right motivator that push this team and be hard on this team to perform and get their potential. That's all we're missing.
I love it, Coach. Man, you come in dropping as usual. I'm glad somebody understand where I'm coming from. We'll see week one. Well, look, Coach, we'll see week one. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah, but week one's gonna be important.
Yeah.
But what's more important is not just week one.
Oh yeah.
I want to see a commitment for 16, 17 weeks because the run game and the physicality is going to be more important in December and playoff than it will ever be in September.
Good luck with that one, Coach. We'll see.
Have a good one, Big Show.
I love you, brother. Appreciate you. All right. Thank you. That was my coach. As usual. Coach Moore. Coming in, dropping bombs as usual. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Look, phone line open. You can call in, maybe. Somebody can call in and correct. I guess it's Coach with me now. Y'all come on and try to boost our heads up and say, hey, Kellen Moore is this. Somebody call in. I'm watching. If you have a difference of opinion, I'm open. I need some optimism because my mind just is not. I'm not seeing what a lot of other Cowboy fans are seeing. I know the players are working, but like I said, I don't care if they are working. If Dan Quinn know how to drive the car, see what I'm saying? Dan Quinn can drive the car. He know how to do it. He does. Dan Quinn is good. I got a big question mark beside Kellen Moore, and that's even with his number one offense. I got a big question mark there. And my question mark is not removing. And like I said, Coach Marv is right. You know, the way coaches do when on NFL season is that they section it off in quarters, like the first 4 games of the year. And then you get into a real assessment to see where your team is. Weeks 4 through 8 really kind of proves what your team really is. And Kellen Moore's history for me has been always a finesse type offense. So I cannot just get hype about it. I will not get hype about it. I'm done. For some reason, y'all, I have messed up. So if you're talking on the chat right now on Facebook and all that kind of stuff and YouTube, I really cannot see your comments at all. I can't see them at all, actually. I don't know what I did, but I did something, and I'm not going to mess it with him because I may throw, kind of like when Coach Marv was on the phone right then, I did something and got about all that echo, so I'm not going to touch it. I don't see your comments, but you do see that phone line. You can call in and help us out. I don't want to make it seem like I'm not answering any other chats or anything like that. It's just I can't see the chat right now. So if you're there, if you want to call in, you can. If that number at 901-654-6853. 901-654 is right there on your screen. 901-654-6853. You can call in now. If you're on Podbean, you can do that as well on Podbean. But I just want y'all to do it. That's really all I had for you today. And I'll be with you guys Monday at 7 p.m. Monday night, 7 p.m. We'll talk about probably this a little bit more and maybe something else. Training camp is alive and well. We'll have Cowboy content every day until the season ends from now on. So there'll be plenty of things to talk about pertaining to the Dallas Cowboys. You know I'm going to be here. I'll be ready to rock. It's just that I just don't. I bless Kellen Moore. I mean, like I said before, he's not trash, but he's got some question marks. That's why everybody's saying the same thing. So it ain't nothing new. You got to know how to drive the car. You just have to know how to drive. And I don't know if he really can do it. That's all I got today. Unless y'all call in, I'm out of here. I appreciate y'all. Listen, I'm tired anyway. I just did a funeral today. I just did a funeral on today. And I have to speak on tomorrow morning as well. Gotta preach on tomorrow morning. So I am tired right now. I'm gonna go lay down for about I'm gonna lay down about 2-3 hours. That's all I need, and then I'm gonna get up and start getting where I'm already ready, but start reviewing and all that kind of stuff. So, hey, if you believe in prayer, pray for me on tomorrow. If you can. I'll be with you guys on Monday night, 7 p.m. Right here on Podbean and everywhere else, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. I will be right here. And you know what the funny part about this is? I can't even. I don't know. I'm gonna try to close out this way, y'all. I don't know if I can do it or not. I can't see it, but I'm sure gonna try. All right. I appreciate you guys so much for hanging with me for this little moment here. I will see you guys again on tomorrow. No, I can't even do that. I got that music part playing. Okay, I'm out. I messed up, y'all, but don't put your hands together anyway. Go put your hands together. We gonna get out of here. I'll see you guys Monday evening at 7 p.m. You're seeing across the screen there are the ways that you can support the podcast. Uh, there it is, all for you right there. If you want to follow me, there are my little handles there. Just go to that on YouTube, Twitch. If you want to support the podcast, you can do it by Cash App, $ the Big Time Show. If you want to become a subscriber, a monthly subscriber, it's the Big Time Show 3.supercast.com. The Big Time Show 3.supercast.com. All you have to do is make a decision to, I guess, sponsor the show slightly in your own way from a monthly perspective, where $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 will come out of your bank account every month, where you can support the podcast that way. I would appreciate it. All right. I'm out of here. We'll see you again for the one and the only where realness exists. This is the Big Time Show. Appreciate y'all. Out. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.